is a laptop I use. Still works. Still works. Just gotta be careful. We're gonna be talking about what the reality of me doing this podcast is gonna be like. So the whole structure of this needs to be based on everyone's point of view of what they gathered from, experiences that they went through. You never know. A different perspective is always gonna be better than, your own or some knowledge. Like, dialogue is where it's at. I'm a strong believer that dialogue is gonna make everyone understand that it's not only my perspective that matters, but that in whatever shape or form that they went through X type of experience, it will make some sense to someone, or someone possibly went through that already, which is majority of the time true. There's a lot of experiences that people have, and they don't think, oh well, you don't know my story. I don't know it, but it might be seeming like someone else's, and I'm not gonna tell you yours is invalid or anything like that. It's just considering that everyone's point of view matters. I'm a strong believer, like I said, on that. I'm gonna be a broken record, but I know your story matters so much to you. And I wanna make it heard because you matter. You matter a lot. Everyone has a purpose in this life. I believe as well that everyone is a subject matter expert. For that to happen, you have had to go through a bunch of things. And I praise you for that, because whoever is still able to see this, you went through whatever it was, and it might have sucked, and your suck is valid. Because my suck is not as equivalent as your suck. I've probably gone through worse, or maybe not even as close to as what you've gone through. And it matters a lot, because you need to be heard. Some people don't listen, genuinely listen, because they have a lot of stuff going on. It's okay. But I'm here. I love to listen. If someone would have heard me, it would have been like, wow, a while back. I now get professional help. It's okay. Like, I'm appreciative of my counselor, because I'm here making this right now, and I know I was slouching. Yeah, fix my posture. Yeah, it's a thing. You need to do that. And I will forever and always say and emphasize the importance of being heard. Dialogue. Healthy dialogue. You get so far with that. Your tone of voice, your tonality, your mannerisms matters. Everything matters. You probably didn't know that, and it's okay. Giving you my personal experiences, and hopefully others, as we rise with this journey to teach others little things that matter. We still call it life, throwing us X, Y, and Z, and it's a good thing for people to acknowledge that and the importance of actually loving you. If you love you, you are able to do so much. If anything, everything, all of it. And you need to do that. You need to do that. Look, today I was told that I need to write my pros and cons and see what outweighs what, so I can better myself, because I was really derailing myself, or so I thought. There's a bunch of stuff that I didn't consider, like, oh, maybe I just need to do this or that. I asked for help, and that's what I suggest you do too. Ask for help, because the lack of ignorance, or the lack of knowledge, I'm sorry, makes one ignorant. That's from Sor Juana, a Latin American philosopher that I learned of last semester. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Mr. Dr. Sten, Alex Sten. Wise professor. I learned so much. And I want to acquire more knowledge, because everything matters. Whatever perspective, there's a lot of angles that someone can go about whatever it is. Whether it be, you can actually be looking at an art piece, and as how it looks in the front, it's not gonna look the same in the back, unless that artist made it meant for that purpose to do and be seen like that. But if it's not, you're able to just see so many angles, and it's beautiful. So we need to be doing that. I'm gonna be annotating what I need to do, because it's as well important to me and as everyone else's schedule to be followed. You need to have a guidance. You need to have some regiment, structure to go by, because at the end of that, it'll give you results, good results. So applying yourself to be better and following and meeting the deadlines, it'll make you so good and even better at things, because you start thinking about, man, I need to do X, Y, and Z, and ABC. There's a lot, okay? You might be having it in your head that there's a lot going on, but as soon as you put this to physical format, it clears things up. My suggestion, you don't need to follow anything that I say. It's just things that helped me out, okay? I'm no licensed professional or anything like that yet, okay? I am going for a psychology major at the moment, and bear with me. I'm trying to be as credible as possible. So one day I will be doing that, God willing. Everything. I don't know if you follow, or if you don't, I don't mind. It's just, if time permits, for everyone, it's okay. Non-believers, believers, I respect every single one of you guys. Yeah, I have a reflection. It's due Sunday. You don't probably care about this, I won't. And there's things that people need to know. Lack of knowledge, again, will make one ignorant. I don't want you guys to be ignorant, because the things that you can save yourself of, just the hassles that you don't have to go through, because you don't have to. If you do some research, if possibly people just give you some advice, or just some, it's right there. If someone would have told me, I got you. Someone would have told me. Someone would have told me. I love you. I got that on camera. I'm happy because I just got the name of my podcast. If someone would have told me. Wow, I love it. By Luis Eduardo Ramirez. What's today? Today is the 7th of October 2025. And I officially make this my podcast name at 9:35 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will fulfill this purpose that I have been given by the Almighty. Again, if you guys don't believe, it's only fine. And for whatever the purpose of nature that fulfilled my calling, that I now have the extension of God providing for me to do, I'm doing it for that reason. As some people, or Espinosa, philosopher as well, stated, we're just an extension, we're a mode of the extension of God. We need to understand that. That's what the professor said. So I'm trying. Might it have cost me a little bit of, maybe going on a different aspect, acquiring the supplements. And I mean that for focusing, just bettering oneself. You need to applying the vitamins that you need, because there's chemicals up here. Didn't know that. Sometimes you like some, maybe you don't need some more of, and X, Y, and Z. For that, I also do want to emphasize that you shouldn't be taking or doing anything that will be altering your mind, like drugs and stuff like that. You don't need to be doing any of that, because it will cause a deregulation on whatever it is, because you will quickly go into a spiral effect of things happening, not the good ones either. So you need to consider that. And it's important. It's important to know the do's and don'ts, because it's important. It's really important that things are able to be said properly in a healthy manner, because there's a lot of things that people say, and it's okay. People have their own opinions, that go by it, and I respect every single one of them. Those are your opinions. I personally am in the United States Army Reserves, and the freedom of speech, I love it. I love this country, and I, by all means, say whatever you're opinionated, you have the right. Okay, as long as it doesn't alter with anyone's way of living, don't be rude. Okay, that's not nice. It's not nice to do things that are gonna be just because, be respectful. Be respectful is gonna go a long way. And consider things that people say. It's just things we need to acquire. Over the time, start realizing that it's better to know things than not know them, because they can either benefit you, or it was good not to know. And it's okay. It's okay, things happen. But would you rather, I know some of you are gonna say yes, you'd rather go through it, it's fine. It's also nice, to go through things and be able to tell them because you survived. Some people don't, and it sucks. I would love for every single one of you to be the full potential, whatever this life is supposed to be about for you. I think it's beautiful, and some people don't. It's okay. I respect it. This is my point of view, and being able to be able to say things to help. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. I have a boy, and I'm not with the mother. And I wouldn't want him to go through things because I didn't provide that because I lacked the knowledge. It really sucks. It sucks for people that don't know, and I can only do so much. But this is also for him. It's also for me. There's a lot of things that I want, not only for the good of my life, but of mankind. It's really purposeful to guide others to a successful story that they're able to achieve, because there might be things that you think that you don't need, but it helps you whatever piece of it. And if I would have just gone through that, I think it would have benefited me. But it's okay, I didn't know. And we're making sure that everything is right where we need it, so we're able to perform to standard or above the standard. There's things that we need to acquire. Knowledge is one of them. And it's a way for me to better myself and others. Everyone's gonna benefit out of this, I promise you. So long, I need to focus a bit.